So I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and let's talk about it. So I was on my couch eating popcorn and looking and browsing Netflix, and I found this show, and it looked pretty good. It sounded interesting, so I thought I might as well check it out, and I loved it. So without further ado, we'll talk about why it's good and if I recommend it. So the plot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Well, I don't think it's that hard to know what the plot is. I don't think it's ever hard to know what the plot is in anything. What is the point of anything? What is the point of anything? What? Oh my lord. I'm having a midlife crisis. Oh my lord. I'm having a midlife crisis over Avatar: The Last Airbender. It literally says it in the intro, which I will kindly play for you now.
Earth, fire, air. My grandmother used to tell me stories about the old days, a time of peace, when the Avatar kept balance between the Water Tribes, Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, and Air Nomads. But that all changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar mastered all four elements. Only he could stop the ruthless firebenders. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years have passed, and the Fire Nation is nearing victory in the war. 2 years ago, my father and the men of my tribe journeyed to the Earth Kingdom to help fight against the Fire Nation, leaving me and my brother to look after our tribe. Some people believe that the Avatar was never reborn into the Air Nomads and that the cycle is broken. But I haven't lost hope. I still believe that somehow, the Avatar will return to save the world.
So yeah, that's essentially the plot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. To be honest, I think the characters are my favorite part of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Mainly because they're so relatable. Even though they live in a world where they can control elements, they still feel grounded and like real people. So you got your main characters like your Kataras and your Sokkas. Pair of Sokkas. You also have your supporting characters like Momo and Appa the Flying Bison. Also, later in the series, they introduced Toph, which is one of my favorite characters. Also, for villains, we have Prince Zuko, who, as we learn as the series goes on, isn't as bad as he seems. Also, we have Azula, Zuko's brother. This woman is just devious. Now, I think my favorite character, and the one that I sympathize the most with, is coincidentally the main character, which is Aang. I think he's my favorite character because I can sympathize with him when he's only a 12-year-old boy, well, 112-year-old technically, but he's just this 12-year-old kid who was laid with the burden of Avatar, and he's not ready for all this responsibility. And when he gets those nightmares of people relying on him and him failing it scares him, and I feel for him. I feel for a 12-year-old cartoon character. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. The animation's great. Just like, it looks like real life sometimes. Like, some of it is weird and some of it's pretty wacky. Like, the characters can make some pretty wacky faces. But, like, the settings and the buildings and the cities, they look really good. Like, the city of Ba Sing Se, that's pretty cool. Are you kidding me? Of course I do. It's an amazing show. It has great characters, great writing, great story, great setting. I'm not saying it's perfect by any chance, but it is amazing. So of course I recommend it. It's on Netflix at the time of making this, so I encourage you to check it out. And this is Some Naughty Spud, signing off.
立ちは